stones on it. You haven't got that one lined up. Okay, all set to go in the match of the day here. Cheltenham kicking to the city end of the ground. And St Kilda City to the pavilion end. As umpire Marcus O'Donoghue gets proceedings underway, and it's tapped down straight into the arms of Mark Shoulders. Got it quickly over there in the direction of Polworth. Polworth for Cheltenham out towards the centre wing. Opportunity over there now for the Saints through Mark Mills. Can't take the ball under control. Still in dispute over on that outer side of the ground. And the umpire will blow the whistle and ball it up.
Yeah, there's a big pack of players around the ball then, and it's on centre wing on that outer side. Waiting now for umpire Hamilton Smith to throw the ball into the air. Up it goes, and St Kilda City knock it their way, but doesn't go all that far. Bigger pack of players. Cheltenham with a quick kick out of that pack into towards the centre half forward position, but the ball's being repelled by the Saints defence as they go in hard for the footy. Hand pass comes out. That goes across to McGorran, who puts the right boot into it to centre half forward, but a good strong mark taken there by
Mark Shoulders, I think it is, Benny. Bombs it long in towards the half-forward line. Off hands, over the back of the pack. Tidied up there by Dylan Reisiger. Got the hand pass over here to, this is Hassan now with the footy. He's met solidly as he delivers the ball, and it's marked back here by Cheltenham's Todd Warner.
One of the Warner brothers gets the ball onto his boot quickly in towards the full forward area. High flyers there, but you've got to put two hands up, not just one. The hand pass comes out. That was from Cam Symes, but it's locked up. Another hand pass over the top. Oh, nearly opportunity there, but it's touched
Paid a free kick here, I think, Benny.
Yeah, it looked as though it was to me too, but the goal umpire was busy tapping his hand as though it had gone over the line for a score, but it's going to be a Cheltenham free kick. Have you picked up who it's for?
That's Robert Orme. No, didn't see what it was for, Benny, but obviously a holding infringement of some sort, and Robert Orme will kick from point-blank range for the first goal of the day.
I reckon we ring the siren straight after this one, Daz. And he comes. He puts the ball onto the left boot, straight through the centre for a goal to Chelt.
So the first goal on the board to the Rosellas off the boot of Robert Orme following a free kick, and that goal coming at the 2-minute mark of the first term.
Well, St Kilda City have hardly had a touch, boys. There's plenty of pressure coming from Cheltenham. And they're banging in long and to their tools. We'll see how they go. Well,
they'll certainly be trying to take advantage of the use of this breeze in the first quarter.
Well, they need to, because the Saints have got some firepower up their forward line as well. So at the present time, the endeavour's great from both teams. Waiting for the ball to come back to the centre to umpire Mark Hamilton Smith.
He's the one with the hair, is he? I called him O'Donoghue before. Marcus has had a haircut and put me right off.
He's dead right. Last Thursday night, ball's bounced. Up it goes.
And it comes down here. We'll tell you when everyone's had a haircut on this commentary. Ball's in dispute. It's virtually at half forward here for the City. Came out here. Orme takes it away for the Rosellas and puts the ball deep into attack again, using the breeze well and coming out to take the mark on his chest for Cheltenham. And no doubt will have another shot at goal is that man, Chris Warner, back in the side today.
Yeah, good chest mark. It was a good long kick by Robert Orme and gave the forwards every chance, and certainly Chris Warner didn't let him down.
Chris Warner comes in. Oh, it's a funny old wonky kick away to the right.
Send him back to the twos.
He kicked 1-9, I think, or 1-7 a few weeks ago.
Well, he hasn't improved.
So he'll be hoping that he hasn't got the yips again.
Waiting for the ball to come out again. Salome, is it? With the footy, it looks like it is to me, as he's going to go straight down the centre of the ground with a nice drop punt. Up they go, knocked over the back, but it's Cheltenham behind there. A spearing kick goes in, but finds Jay Bruno for the St Kilda City team.
Jay Bruno goes sideways, and he's got Josh O'Neill back there in support. O'Neill with the ball on the beach side of the ground. Kicks over towards the centre wing. Picked out Tazian. Couldn't hang on to the mark, though, and they rustle it over the line and out. It'll be thrown in. Centre wing on the, call it the beach side of the ground.
Unlike Mark Tazian to drop a mark like that, he's usually pretty sure with his hands. As the ball's thrown back into play, up they go. It's knocked from over the back of the pack, but Cheltenham in the bag here. Opportunity is a long hand pass. That came from McGorran. Went inboard towards Butterfield, and a free kick to him. Half-back flank.
The veteran made sure the umpire saw that one too. Plenty of experience there. Andrew Butterfield kicks it in towards the centre wing. No one took the mark. No one got anywhere near it. Spinning out of the pack was Adrian Newman. Newman, a little chip kick over here to the half-forward flank. Unable to take the mark there was Ben Zosens, and it's over and out for a throw-in.
So it'll be Butterfield again that will bring the ball back into play for the
over on the full, was it?
Yep. Over on the full, and it's Andrew Butterfield to bring the ball back into play again. He comes in, tries to balk around an opponent, hand passes the ball off, where Orm now kicks it in towards the centre area of the ground. Oh, beautifully done. That was by Ant Symes. Bluffed the hand pass and then got the ball down into the forward line, and Brendan Bennett comes out and takes the mark. Looks around Sean Cotter.
Telling him he's had bad breath by the look of that.
Maybe he was a little hotly pursued then.
Mr. and Mrs. Symes didn't like long names, did they? The two boys in here, Ant and Cam.
But it's Brendan Bennett to line up for a shot at goal. This to put Cheltenham second on the board if he can. Comes in, puts the ball on its way, or the goal umpire's had to run across, hold on to his hands. And it's a one behind only. So that takes the Rosellas on to 1-2-8, but they lead St Kilda City yet to trouble the scoreboard.
Wasting a few opportunities here with the breeze. That breeze certainly looks like a 3 or 4 goal breeze.
So, Reisiger now, kicking the ball back in for the Saints. Holds up in the air, Damashki high, couldn't hang on to the mark. Came over here towards O'Neill, can't take the ball under control. The ball's still on the deck, whistle on play here. And it's a St Kilda City free kick to be taken back there by Josh O'Neill, half-back flank.
Yeah, caught one high and the umpire right on the spot there paid the free kick. So Josh O'Neill now kicks into the man on the mark. And in they go, trying to take its mark shoulders. Hand pass comes out back towards O'Neill. He drops the ball hot. Tried to get it across to Newman. Couldn't do so. They paddle it further down the ground. It's made good space. And then it's kicked back into play by Damaski, looking towards the centre wing position. Up they go. And with the footy is McConchy. He hand passes over towards Tazian, who pats it forward. Butters up a second time. Knocks it on for Jay Bruno. Oh, it's hard in there. Free kick going high. High tackle to Bruno. Advantage played now.
And Zosens runs on with the footy, delivers it in towards the forward line, looking for Cassett. Cassett comes out and marks in front of his face. He's about 35 metres out on an angle, but kicking into a breeze. Sorry, Minnie.
The Rosellas there, they heard the whistle go, they stopped, and St Kilda City just kept playing with the footy.
Kicked 11 last week, Danny Cassett. Will this be his first today?
He's quite deliberate about this shot. About 25 metres out, just a little more than 45 degrees. Puts the ball on its way. He hasn't missed, straight through the middle. So St Kilda City notch up their first goal of the day. They're 1 goal straight, but they trail at the present time. Cheltenham 1-2-8. 2 points of difference.
Valuable goal into the breeze there.
Oh, absolutely. It's the first time they've gone forward and they've got a result for it. So if they go forward a few more times, they might be able to hold on in this first quarter.
Interesting where that so-called centre is, where they're bouncing the ball, Benny.
It's not anywhere near the centre.
It's between centre and half-forward line to the end to which St Kilda City are kicking in this quarter.
And I reckon you've negotiated it because it looks as though it's on this side of the ground.
Yeah, well, I said, can you bounce the ball in front of the commentary position? It's only fair.
It is. Umpire Donahue has a footy.
And goes thump. Up they go. Damashki won the tap. Tazian tapped it beautifully over there towards Newman. Couldn't get his way through traffic though. Ball spills clear and it's kicked out of defence there on that occasion by Burnell in towards the half-forward line. Oh, chance here for Salam Hassan to take it. Can't do so. And it's once again dribbled through for another behind to Cheltenham.
Well, Salam Hassan is playing loose in defence there, so you could expect him with his skills to get plenty of the football.
Ball's about to be brought back into play again. It's a long drop punt. He's looking for Damashki, but getting across as Cam Symes has taken the mark at the half-back line. Now he plays on, runs in and kicks it into the hot spot at the centre-half forward position. Knocked down, but running onto the footy, the Cheltenham player, but he was wrapped up in a pretty good tackle. That was...
Hassan again.
Was it Hassan, was it? Yep. And he's a bit fiery down there as Hassan goes back with the footy in his hand.
Just coming off a 3-week suspension, Salam Hassan.
Is this the ex-Werribee player?
Yes. Sizing up his options. He's got O'Neill. Goes over both their heads, though, on that occasion. And it's a Cheltenham free kick. No, it's not. It's going to O'Neill for an infringement. O'Neill from half-back for the Saints.
Marking interference in the back was paid as the ball's gone towards the centre wing. Up they go. Zosens is up, but nobody stays down. And free kick that time could have gone to Polworth, but the umpire says, no, you staged it. In the back, forget it. Throw it in on boundary.
Coming up to the 10-minute mark of the first term. Damashki gets himself at the back, tapped it down, but it's sharked by Orm. Onto the left foot it goes. Down and towards the half-forward line. There's nobody at all home, but it bounces away from Salim Hassan over and out for a throw-in. Half-forward flank, or close to the forward pocket now for Cheltenham. Kicking to the city end in this first quarter.
Waiting now for the boundary umpire to throw it back into play. He does that, or push forward. And Damashki says, "Oh, you've got to be joking." He's gone about 3 feet forward.
We saw it from here.
And I think the umpire was right on the spot that time. So it'll be Zane Jenkins to line up for a shot at goal. What, he's about 40 metres out from goal? Bit more than 45 degrees.
Jenkins comes in. Distance won't be any problem at all. Breeze may be a bit tricky. He slotted that one through the centre. And that's Cheltenham's second goal. That's on the Springvale RSL scoreboard. The Rosellas moving to 2-3-15. St Kilda City, one straight goal.
Well, they've clearly gone in with a defensive mindset, St Kilda City, against the Breeze, and means that Cheltenham are just pumping it in and pumping it in, pumping it in. And they're going to have to capitalise on those entries like they did then through Zane Jenkins. Lovely kick from 40-45 metres. Used the Breeze beautifully. And that's their second goal to Cheltenham.
It was interesting, wasn't it? The way once he kicked the ball, he knew it was through as soon as it left his boot. And charging down there, pumping the air a little. So that's a confidence booster for the Rosellas.
Yes, if they could get a couple more quick ones before quarter time, it'll give St Kilda City a little bit of a chase, put a little bit of pressure on them. Ball back in the centre with umpire Hamilton-Smith.
Thumps it into the turf. Up it goes. Mimo Damashki gets it. Newman picks up the footy and goes into the half-forward line. Back there, Cassetto struggling with his opponent. They were jostling. He does get to the front position, tries to knock it backwards, but it kicked out of defence by the Rosella's defence. Hand pass to Guy, and then he kicks it forward. But the Saints repel it and spear the ball in towards McConchie, and he takes a mark on his knees, and he's going to line up from near the boundary line. This will be a good kick if he can put this one through.
Yes, he'll have a little bit of a tricky Breeze to contend with here, Rick McConkie. Pulls up the sock. And a valuable goal if he can thread this one through against the Breeze. McConkie comes in. Nice and deliberate, puts the ball on its way. They're clapping it down there. Let's wait on the goal umpire.
Kick.
That's a good goal.
Well, they're really getting value for their entries, aren't they? They've gone forward just a couple of times for 2 goals. Impressed with the ruck work of Damashki in the centre, who's palmed it a couple of times to Adrian Newman, who looks to have one of those classic left foot kicks on him. That one was a little bit scrubby, but they got it in there quickly, created chaos for the Cheltenham defenders, and they've got the result. Actually,
that passage of play, it looked as though there was virtually no Breeze advantage at all. It must be a bit fluky out there.
Now, Adrian Newman can take a specky.
He looks like
to John, so
he's got the right power to weight ratio there by the look of him.
Newman. The ball's bounced in the centre. Up they go. This time it goes the Rosella's way. They overrun the footy in there, but a quick kick off the ground gives a chance for Zossens. It's taken away from him. Orm's in there as well for the Rosellas. Plenty of players in on top of it. The umpire's going to have to blow the whistle shortly. It's just a stack of players. And he does that, and there'll be a throw up still in the centre of the ground.
Yes, which isn't really the centre of the ground, but it's where they're bouncing the footy. So, waiting now for the ball to be thrown in the air. Damashki again won the tap out, but they can't clear it out of that pack of players. Came over to Bruno to O'Neill. O'Neill onto the right foot. He's looking for Cassette. Leads out. Nearly grabbed it one-handed. Spills over to Butterfield, and Butterfield clears for the Rosellas over towards the outer half-back flank.
He was looking for Adam Simpson, but the Saints working hard. But a quick kick along the ground from Burnell goes towards the half-back flank on that outer side. Finds the boundary line, so it gives them a chance to reset themselves once more for that throw-in.
Butterfield's got to do better than that. There's a terrible kick across goal. He's playing loose in defence for Cheltenham, so he's got to do better than that.
Grabbed here by Ant Symes. Went backwards. And they're away again, the Rosellas. That was through Polworth in towards the centre wing. And an opportunity here now for the Rosellas. They unload now. on towards the half-forward line. The ball's fisted away back there by Sean Cotter. Bit of hard hitting going on. Saints coming away with a footy.
That was by Newman. Got it across to Hassan. He's got a 40-acre paddock before he puts in the pass. And
Good
it's
kick.
a good one finding Jay Bruno there, half-forward flank.
So Jay Bruno is having a good season again for the Saints. He'll pop it over there towards McConkey. Well, has the ball knocked away from him. Rosella defence under pressure again. Kick coming over here towards the half-back line. Taking the footy was Jared Martin. Did it well and unloads with the left foot into the forward line.
In they go there and mark back there.
And it's, I'll let you get down and get your list there, Benny. The wind's carried it away. That was Dylan Reisiger getting the ball over towards the outer side. Marked here by Damashki. Damashki towards the centre of the ground. And they've got players running past now. Opportunity for Mark Mills.
Kicks the ball in towards the centre half forward position, but timely mark there for the Saints, and that was to Glenn Burnell. He goes to the outer side, looking over there for Adam Simpson. No, in fact, it's Robert Orme. Robert Orme for Cheltenham has the ball half-back flank.
And he's picked out Mark Shoulders. Mark Shoulders, centre wing, outer side of the ground. Front of the palm tree, here at the Peanut Farm. Goes in short, but straight onto the chest of a St Kilda City player on that occasion. I think it's Salim over there.
He's getting plenty of it, this fella.
And it's a 50-metre penalty into the bargain. So Salim Hassan will boot the Saints into attack.
He's just wanting to get on with it. The umpire's making sure the player on the mark is right back on the mark. He's right on the 50-metre arc, and a little short pass. He's looking there for Pitcher. And Ryan Pitcher takes that mark at centre half forward.
So Ryan Pitcher. Wonder if they call him Jughead. Has the ball at centre half forward.
Cosmo. Newman.
Ryan Pitcher now. Comes in, kicking from the arc. Puts the ball right up into the teeth of goal. Cassette flies from behind. It's punched away. Burnell tapped it down. And a chance here for Cheltenham to come out of defence, but the kick is high, bounces back towards Damashki. Damashki runs around, got the hand pass over to O'Neill.
No, O'Neill has to avoid an opponent. He does that. But get with a hand pass, goes to Bruno. Back to Damashki. He's in towards the centre half forward. Hot spot. So Cassette leading out. Couldn't take the mark. Knocks it on. They're trying to get in for the footy. A little hand pass comes out over the top. But Cheltenham defence from Mark Shoulders was excellent, putting plenty of pressure on the opposition. Hussain has it. Gets it across the ground a little further. And that was through to Dobrick. And they go out towards a half-forward flank. A long kick now into towards the forward line.
And high was Bruno. Couldn't quite hang on to the mark, though. Gives Cheltenham defenders the opportunity through the agency of Polworth. Got a little chip kick over, and they're out of trouble again, the Rosellas. But are they doing enough with a breeze? And there's a good mark over there to St Kilda City on the outer wing. Looks like Damashki again.
The little kick, though, goes in towards Tazian. Mark Tazian.
Or was it Hassan? That was Hassan.
It was Hassan, but Tazian comes away with it. He's looking for Damashki, and Mimo Damashki takes the ball on the half-forward flank, not far from our commentary position.
They're very similar looking, except one's about a foot taller. There's the kick by Damashki in towards the forward line. Double fisted away there by the Cheltenham defence. O'Neill runs onto it. Got the hand pass away. Damashki's there. Got the foot to the ball to the knee. Finally, it spills over here towards Big Zane Jenkins. He got the hand pass away. The footy's a hot cake of soap at the moment, but it comes out here in the end to McGorran.
He kicks the ball in towards the centre half forward position. Brendan Bennett takes it off three hands and then kicks it forward very quickly over the back. Clever work there by Chris Warner, but he couldn't put it through. Tried to get the boot to the ball, but it's through for a minor score only.
Mind you, I don't know what a hot cake of soap is, but I need a hot potato.
Hot potato, hot potato.
They need a goal here, Cheltenham. They haven't gone forward for a while.
Reisiger doing the kicking in for the Saints. He's got Sean Cotter unattended at half-back.
I'll get you, Cotter.
Welcome back.
Now he looks to the centre wing. He's looking for Ben Zozens. It's beautifully weighted for him, and he takes the mark on centre wing. Plays on straight away. Around on that left foot of his.
He's looking in here for... had the ball fisted away from him in the end. He was looking for Mark Mills. And Mills has the ball at half forward for the Saints. He centred it. He was looking over there on that occasion for Dean Dobrick couldn't take it. Chance here for Cheltenham. Under pressure though, the kick goes in towards the centre. Jay Bruno takes the mark for the Saints.
Little man playing like a tall man. And Bruno now kicks in towards the forward pocket position. Up they go. It comes to the base of the pack. They can't get it out. Free kick. The umpire said, what, you paddled it on or threw it out?
It was a bit stiff because he was being scragged and pulled.
He's the only bloke playing the footy, wasn't he?
Bit stiff there, Salim.
And Symes has the footy, though, for Cheltenham.
Still arguing.
With the left foot, finds Mark Shoulders out there. He's led beautifully. Kicks the ball now in towards a half-forward line. Up they go! And a good mark taken there by Brendan Bennett.
I think it's Chris Warner over there in the shadows,
yeah, I think
Benny.
You might be right. No, Bennett's in the forward,
yeah,
the full forward area.
Got Bennett down there in the goal square, so Chris Warner will bomb this long.
This is a more difficult shot at goal from this distance out. Comes in now. Oh, it's a wonky kick. Helicopter type. Up they go. Just fisted away. Races on for the footy, but it's all St Kilda City. Hussain picks it up first. Looks up the ground. Hand passes the ball over to Bruno. Bruno gets it across to Tazian, and Tazian goes forward for the Saints.
Butterfield in the way there for Cheltenham, but does a leg break. Kicked off the ground by Mills. He'll walk into an open goal here, but he can't pick it up. Tunnel balls it back to Cassette. Cassette snaps on the right foot, but it's across the face and through from behind.
Well, Hassan's doing so much damage on his own because he's got no opponent playing loose in defence that they've almost should man up on him, because Butterfield at the other end is not doing so much for Cheltenham. Playing loose as well.
Special comments from John Harms, our special guest in the box this afternoon.
He's such a professional. I thought you were getting rid of me for him.
Well, we are having discussions. The ball's kicked out there by Butterfield.
My people are seeing Daz's people.
Mark Shoulders with the footy.
And it's a 50-metre penalty into the bargain.
So he'll be taken down past the centre area of the ground on the centre wing.
Bit of a breeze here at the Peanut Farm this afternoon, favouring the end of which Cheltenham is kicking in this first quarter. Short pass in there, chipped off nicely by McConkey. Still a chance for the Rosellas. Came over here towards Warner. Got quick hands. In towards the goal square it goes. Dylan Reisiger's high and fists it through for a behind.
Like the way Dylan Reisiger did that. It was just about volleyball style across the top of the net, wasn't it?
He timed it beautifully.
He did. He just zapped it across. I think he was actually looking for it to go out of bounds, but just missed that behind post.
Cheltenham 2-5-17, St Kilda City 2-1-13. That's on the Springvale RSL scoreboard. 22 minutes into the first quarter.
Nearly quarter time as it's Adrian Newman to kick the ball out and straight up the ground. He was looking for Reisiger, but it was knocked by Orm through Werner's arms and hands. Plenty of players in there, but the Chelt forwards pick up the footy. It's a flying shot at goal, but it's high, wide and handsome, and through for or over the boundary line for a free kick.
Very wasteful, Cheltenham, 2-5 to 2-1, and they've had a couple out in the full as well.
So waiting now for the ball to be brought back into play here from the last line of defence for the Saints. Ryan Webb presents himself and accepts the short pass. He's still got it at half back for St Kilda City, who've done well into the breeze in this quarter. High kick looking for Andrew Mahassi. Fisted away there by Cam Symes. Opportunity now for Ant Symes to run onto it. Gave it back to Cam. Symes boys combining well. In towards the half-forward line it goes. But Reisiger's in the way for the Saints.
Yeah, doing well for the Saints. He is Dylan Reisiger. Reading the ball well. He's going to switch the play looking for Josh O'Neill. It's too wide for him. The boundary line looms, and it's before it can be knocked back into play. It's over. The boundary umpire blows his whistle, sticks his hand in the air.
Interesting option, kicking the ball 60 metres sideways.
Yeah, not positive footy, really. Watching too much of that AFL stuff,
yeah,
John.
Exactly. That AFL rubbish, I think you were going to say, Benny.
Well, close.
Ball's tossed back into play. Mills in front. Shoulders took it though for Cheltenham. Mark Shoulders in towards the forward line. It's a free kick or a mark, whatever you like down there, to Adrian Newman.
Ooh, could have been a 50-metre penalty as well, but it's not. Newman gets the ball, a little one off to Hussain. He's running loose on the half-back line.
Long kick out towards the centre wing it goes. Over there's McConkey for St Kilda City. Took it, tackled, loses it, dropped it, said the umpire. Free kick, Cheltenham's way. Right over there on the centre wing, outer side of the ground. The Rosellas again to bounce back into attack.
A long kick going towards our forward line. Newman's there. It's over their head. Rausiger's in there as well. Hand pass comes out, and Sean Cotter bluffs his way through a pack of players, and then finally gets a kick. It's a wobbly one in towards a half forward line. McConkey's there on hands and knees, but he's beaten for the ball. But good work there by teammates of the Saints as the ball was smothered, and then in the end taken towards the boundary line for a throw in on the outer side.
So we've been playing now 24 minutes in this first quarter. Quarter time not far away. Rosellas haven't done enough with the breeze, I'm sure of that. There's a throw in. That's Hassan comes out with the footy for St Kilda City, looking down there for Damashki, and the siren rings out for quarter time. And at quarter time we see Cheltenham 2-5-17, St Kilda City 2-1-13.
Yeah, well, a good quarter of football. St Kilda City would be pretty pleased with their result of that, because the Rosellas aren't far enough ahead. They went into attack often enough, Cheltenham, but they just weren't able to score the majors. They struggled a little bit, and the Saints' half back line just seemed to be able to hold the ball up enough to keep it away from the full forward line. 2-5 isn't good enough. We thought it'd be about a 3 or 4 goal breeze, and they're only 2 points up at this present time. So Cheltenham have got a fair bit to do in this second quarter, but the Saints, well, we'll see what they can do with the wind.
John Harms, what did you think of that first quarter?
I was pretty impressed with the skill level, actually, from both sides, and the intensity early. The players dropped off a little bit late towards this quarter. He wants to go hard at it.
Thanks for that, John. John Harms, our boundary rider, as well as many other things here at the Peanut Farm this afternoon. And he's off now to mingle with the crowd and take some notes for his age articles. There goes the siren. Things underway in the second quarter.
Waiting for umpire Hamilton Smith to thump it into the turf. He does that now. Up they go. It was Tazian who got the tap and then retrieved the footy. Little quick kick. Goes forward, but Symes picks up the footy for Cheltenham and kicks it back towards the centre half forward position. Oh, they're working hard in defence, but it was picked up by Ant Symes. A long kick now into the forward line.
Looking for the big mark here. Unable to take the mark down there was Chris Warner. And they come out of defence now, the Saints. That's through the agency of Adrian Newman. Kicks it along towards the centre wing mark. Tazian the target, and he takes the mark for the Saints. Swings around onto the right foot now. Centres the footy into the true centre position of the ground. No mark taken. Opportunity here for St Kilda City. Once again take the footy through Hassan. He's dispossessed.
Mio Damaski picks it up and tries to bullski his way through. Gee, he was lucky to get away with that one. They're on hands and knees trying to get the footy out. They're paddling it further on. Surely the umpire will blow the whistle. Not as yet. A quick kick comes out, and that relieves pressure for everybody, including the umpire. But Mark Tazian's on centre wing.
He'll once again centre the footy. No, he won't. He screws it back in towards the leading Cassette. Couldn't take the mark, but paddles the ball ahead of him. Turns around onto the right foot. He centres the footy now. They wait underneath the ball. Knocked away. Chance here for Tom Donnell. Donnell for Cheltenham. In towards the half-forward line. Sorry, that was Nick Porter kicking it in towards where Donald took the mark.
Yeah, now it's O'Neill. Hand pass to Hassan, and he goes forward with a spearing drop punt, but it's into the forward line. It's going to be taken by Butterfield and brought out at defence. He takes it towards the beach side. Well, it could be problems here as the tackles are laid on by the Saints forwards, but the ball's locked up here, and the umpire says, well, you had a chance, but you didn't get rid of it. And against Ryan Pitcher, and it's going Cheltenham's way.
So chance now for the Rosellas to work their way into attack against this breeze. They'll need to work hard. Just chips it over. Taken over there on that occasion by McGorran. Fed off the hand pass to Butterfield. Butterfield, high kick up towards the centre half forward position. Ball fisted away. Chance here for Warner. Gets dispossessed though. They pile on top of the footy. It's at half forward here for Cheltenham. Opportunity now for Warner again onto the left foot. It's going to bounce and bounce through for a goal to the Rosellas.
Good work by the Rosellas forward line. They just didn't give up there, and they just kept on burrowing in for the football. It bounced their way in the end, and a good kick by Ant Symes for a goal to the Rosellas. So that takes...
I had Warner kicking that. Did Ant Symes kick it, did he?
I thought it was number 4.
Could have been. Could have been. It just came out of that pack of players, so we'll clarify that one. But a valuable goal nonetheless. I actually had Todd Warner.
Cheltenham 3-5, 23. St Kilda City 2-1, 13.
A good goal into the breeze from the Rosellas.
You're listening to this on 88.3 Southern FM as the ball's bounce. It's not a great one. Comes down and kicked by Ben Zosens in towards the forward line for St Kilda City. Butterfield goes across the ground and finds his teammate there. Lucks a fortune.
Simpson.
As Adam Simpson got the ball and then kicked it towards the centre wing and bounced over the boundary line for a throw-in to take place right in front of the St Kilda City coach's box.
Got lumps in that coffee again, Benny.
Yeah, it's called sugar.
Ball's tossed in. They set themselves. Mills at the front. Ball still in dispute. The hand pass coming out over there from Sean Cotter, but it's cut off by the Rosellas. Little chip pass going into Mark Shoulders. Mark Shoulders at half forward. Got the hand pass over to Symes. That's Ant Symes onto the left foot. Long kick up in towards the teeth of goal. Fisted away. Taken by Warner. He can't get a kick in before he's brought to the ground. The ball's still in dispute. It's half fast and furious in that teeth of goal there for Cheltenham. Umpire letting it go. Finally he left to blow the whistle and ball it up 10 metres out from goal.
Yeah, that was a prime example. I mean, I can't see on the radio this, but the umpire should have been adjacent to contest. There's so much happening and he couldn't see it because all he could see was backs. Ball's thrown high in the air. Up they go. Comes down. Tried to be sharked away by the St Kilda defence, but the umpire says he had no prior opportunity as he was taken to the ground. And a little bit of a niggle in there at the present time as Adrian Newman gets up off the ground. Ball will be thrown up.
Up they go. No one got a tap out there, but the umpires picked out an infringement here. It's going St Kilda City's way last. Line of defence, Riesiker chips it over to Tazian. Tazian in the pavilion back pocket. Got the hand pass over to Zosens. Zosens unloads with a left footer in towards the centre of the ground. Butterfield's there, but the umpires picked out an infringement. Going St Kilda City's way to Ryan Pitcher.
Yeah, put out of the contest before the ball was within 5 metres. Pitcher it is with the left foot. Goes in, but good work by the Cheltenham defence. A mark there, and there was to Brett Kai. He goes out towards the half-back flank where is that Shoulders. Kicks the ball in towards the half-forward flank on that outer side. Plenty of pressure out there as the ball goes towards the boundary, and it'll be another throw-in on that outer side.
So we've been playing just on 5.5 minutes in this second quarter. Cheltenham 3-5, St Kilda City 2-1. Ball tossed back in. No one got a tap out, but it came over the back. The hand pass ending up with Josh O'Neill for the Saints. He kicks a low trajectory kick in towards the half-forward line. No mark taken. The Cheltenham defence under pressure again. Ryan Pitcher picks it up, turns out of trouble, and then his kick misses to the right. So behind are the Saints, takes them to 2-2, 14. Cheltenham 3-5, 23. That's on the Sandown Club Night scoreboard.
Andrew Butterfield will bring the ball back in for the Rosellas. He a little short kick. Oh, stretching beautifully. Adam Simpson takes the mark at half-back. Gee, I thought it was over his head there for a minute. So it's now Simpson kicking the ball towards the centre wing. It's the defensive side of the ground out there, but a mark taken. Was that by Campesino? He's on centre wing, outer side.
Campesano now boots the ball up towards the centre wing position proper. No mark taken. Spills to the ground. Scooped up and knocked away on that occasion by the Saints, but the ball's still in dispute. Finally swinging out with the footy was Sean Cotter. Kicks it up towards half forward. No mark taken. Chance here for the Rosellas to come out of trouble. They do so through the agency of the veteran Butterfield.
Kicks the ball long. It's outnumbered here, but the St Kilda City miss it up, but they're able to regroup, and it's taken by Nick Porter. Kicks the ball in towards Mahasi. He's kicking long now into the forward line, looking for Cassette. Punch from behind. Good work, good defensive work as the Campenzano kept the pressure on. Orm gets a little quick pass looking for Shoulders centre wing. They keep the ball moving.
The hand pass coming over here. Here's a chance for the Rosellas. Long kick up in towards the forward line. Bennett works his way to the front but then misses the footy. It's in dispute. Warner. That's Chris Warner. Takes the footy. Brought to the ground. The Saints come out with the ball again, and it'll be Porter relieving the pressure.
He kicks long in towards the centre of the ground. One hand up was O'Neill. It's taken away by Damaski, kicking it long and high. This will suit Cassette. He pushes, but it's knocked beautifully by Campenzano, and Campenzano knocks the ball to the boundary line. Good defensive work by him. In fact, was I wrong there?
I think it might have been Burnell.
It may have been too. But it was good work there. Good defensive work by the Rosellas, and that sees the ball to the boundary line for a throw in.
So 23 plays 14. The Rosellas bananas. The ball's tossed back in. The Rosellas had the opportunity, tapped away, then did the work himself. Sepha McKinnon, well played, and unable to take what should have been an easy mark there was Ben Zosens, and the ball ends up over and out for a throw-in. Centre wing, beach side of the ground.
Waiting now for the boundary umpire to pick the ball up. Are they Rosellas in the background or Seagulls?
They could, yeah. They've bought their own flock of Rosellas.
A flock of them.
To support them.
The ball's thrown back into play. Up they go. It comes in. Symes rushing onto the footy. That was Amp Symes. St Kilda City player underneath all that pack of players. A couple of players there putting their hands in the air saying, hey, it's free kick for me. The umpire has none of that.
The Saints couldn't find any Saints to come and support them, but they've rounded up a few sinners. Ball's tossed in the air. Mahassi and McKinnon. No one got a clear tap out. They all dive on the footy. Umpire letting it go. It's like a gridiron huddle in there at the moment. Finally he blows the whistle and will ball it up. So still virtually on the centre wing here. Slightly favouring the end of which Cheltenham is kicking in this quarter. Sepha McKinnon won the tap. Oh, quick hands ended up over here with Mark Shoulders. Shoulders now unloads in towards the forward line. Bennett leads out. Couldn't quite reach it. Here's the opportunity though for Martin. Jared Martin onto the left foot. Screws it back. Warner the target. Reisiger fists it through for a rush behind.
Both defences on top at the present time, punching from behind. Good defensive work from both teams, and it's helped keep the scoreline down on both sides.
24 plays 14.
As the ball's brought in by Dillig Reisiger, looking for Sean Cotter up high, and he's taken a screamer over the back. Oh, that's what we like to see. Sean Cotter now up and kicking the ball into the centre of the ground. He's looking for Mark Tazian. He's found him. He's wanting to play on. Kicks the ball long now.
Tazian now opens up the play. His target over there is Adrian Newman. It bounces kindly for him. Chips it in looking for Cassette, but the boundary line's too close. And they'll see it over and out. It'll be thrown in. Forward pocket, outer side of the ground for St Kilda City. Contender for the Supergas market today, that.
Danny Cassette looks a fair bit fitter and a lot quicker this year from what I saw last year as the ball's thrown back into play. Taken by Damaski out of the ruck and shot towards the goal. It's across the face, however, and over the boundary line. There'll be a throw-in 2 metres around from the behind post.
I think it was Camposano punched that ball before. I'm having trouble picking up the numbers down there, Benny.
So much black out there.
Can be a little confusing. Ball tossed back in. At the back, Damashki won the tap down, taken by McGoran. His kick goes about 3 metres. Picking it up was Tazian, got the hand pass over to Cotter. Cotter goes sideways, and he's got a player on his own over there. And who's that? Mills, is it? Has the footy for the Saints.
He's a big man.
Virtually in the centre of the ground. It's Mark Mills with the ball.
And Millsy looking to slot this one through. He's a fair distance out, over 50 metres, but it's a long, high kick, and the goal umpire's right underneath it. It's just floated off with the breeze through for a minor score. So St Kilda City go on to 2 goals 3-15. They trail Cheltenham 3-6-24. 11 minutes gone of the second quarter. You're listening to this action on 88.3 Southern FM. Southern FM for Southern football.
As Andrew Butterfield will boot the ball back into play for the Rosellas. He heads towards the outer side of the ground. Mills is there, but in front. Taking the mark was Cam Symes. Did it well for the Rosellas. He's gone in short over here. And they're working their way around. Another mark over there on the centre wing. Working their way into the breeze here. That's a high kick taken by Dane Jenkins. Got the hand pass away. Opportunity now here for the leading Warner. Comes out and marks on his chest for Cheltenham. Chris Warner has the ball 30 metres out from goal.
Yeah, Symes did well getting the ball up there quickly and had good peripheral forward vision and gave Chris Warner this opportunity. Took the chest mark on the lead and he's going to be kicking from about 30 metres out from goal. It's almost directly in front. Should be able to make the distance. Let's see the accuracy.
Comes in. Important kick, this one. I think he sprayed it away to the right. He has. One behind only. Cheltenham 3-7-25. St Kilda City 2-3-15. That's on the Sandown Club night scoreboard. And we've been playing 12.5 minutes in this second quarter.
Thing you can say about when Chris Warner has it, at least they've got the footy, but geez, not penetrating as the ball's kicked back into play. They've found O'Neill at half-back. Ooh, he's going to get the ball taken off him because as he ran back, he ran into Mark's shoulders, put the elbow straight in the stomach and doubled over Mark's shoulders and the free kick's been reversed. Well, the possession's been reversed, and Mark Shoulders now to line up from a similar position as did Chris Warner.
Goals hard to come by here today. Low-scoring affair. Tricky breeze. Mark Shoulders puts the ball on its way. That's away to the left this time, and through for another behind. They're having awful trouble kicking to that end of the ground. 3:8:26 plays 2:3:15.
I think he allowed for the breeze, but did not move. Rosiger to bring the ball back into play for the Saints. Kicks it long, virtually straight down the ground. Oh, there's some high flyers are up well before they needed to be. The ball comes out, Cheltenham opportunity, but now the Saints. It was over the top. Ryan Pitcher got it out. Hand pass comes out again. There's on behind play. Watch that, Darryl.
Yep.
As Neil hand passes the ball off, and it was Ryan Pitcher to go forward again. Oh, good work there by Adam Simpson. Couldn't control the footy. It's taken to the ground, and it's a free kick
and
going
it's on
against
back
Jay
into the centre of the ground here. Just keep the play going. That's the only way to handle it.
It's all broken up now.
So Cheltenham with a footy. They've gone sideways over here. Glenn Burnell's the target, takes the mark. He has the ball. Half-back flank.
That's settling play down at the present, isn't it?
Civilian side of the ground. He's certainly taking his time getting rid of this ball. Finally decides to just kick it long. Up they go at the back. Hussain couldn't quite take the mark. Mark Shoulders read it off the pack. Takes one bounce. Streams in towards goal. Sets the ball up for Warner. Comes out and marks on his chest. 30 metres out, directly in front.
He's looking, look at Mark Shoulders into the goal square, as with Jared Martin, but no, this time it's going to be Ant Symes that just takes his time, and he's going to have a deliberate shot at goal. Sorry, Chris Warner. Warner it is, with that floating kick, but this time I think he slotted it. They like it down there, they're clapping. Goal on the board to Chelt.
Cascade Home Loans is a proud sponsor of today's Match of the Day. Pure and simple, a Cascade Home Loan saves you money.
So that takes Cheltenham on to 4:8:32. St Kilda City 2:3:15, and so far in this quarter, halfway through it, it's Cheltenham that have done all the attacking into the breeze.
So the Rosellas taking the game right up to the undefeated ladder leader. Can they keep the pressure up? Can they cause an upset? Are the Saints beatable? Ball's bounced in the centre. Oh, nicely tapped down by Jenkins. Quick hands got it over to Robert Orme there from Mark Polworth. Work it over towards the centre wing with a series of handballs. Goes back to Orme. Orme now, but they haven't really advanced very far. Ball does a leg break. That's Ryan Webb after it for the Saints. He's under plenty of pressure. Whistle on play. It'll be thrown in.
No, it's a free kick, is it? No, it's not.
I think he's signalled to throw in.
Okay, he was signalling after that, and I thought, oh, it looks like an in-the-back type signal as the ball's thrown back into play. Jenkins gets the ball forward, but now the Saints go forward. Cheltenham go forward to the centre half forward. Oh, good work there by Chris Warner. Used plenty of pace, but couldn't take the ball with him. Rosiger hand passes it to Sean Cotter. They're out of defence.
Mr. Golden opportunity then the Rosellas. Cotter now got his kick in time in towards the centre of the ground. Opportunity here though. Burnell got the hand pass away. Kick coming in towards Tazian will cut it off for the Saints. Got the hand pass over here towards Newman, and Newman's off onto the left foot.
He's looking up the ground for Cassette. It's over his head. The race is on for the footy, and first there was Kai, but Guy couldn't keep the ball in play as it's over for another throw in half forward for St Kilda City on the beach side.
16, just on 17 minutes coming up now in this second quarter.
Good crowd in at the present time too, Darryl.
Yes, very healthy crowd. Ball tossed back in, tapped down to the front. Cheltenham working hard back there. Chance for McGorran, but he can't keep it in. It's over and out for another throw in. So the Rosellas doing it well at this stage. Can't afford to let the floodgates open, though. A couple of quick goals will make all the difference.
Ball's about to be thrown into play. The ruckman jostle for position. It comes straight down. It was picked up and kicked out by Mahasi. He's into the forward line, and quick work by Hussain. Takes the mark. He's quickly off. He wants to centre it. Across the ground it goes. Up they go. But working back there beautifully is Adam Simpson forward. Cheltenham keeps the ball across the ground, and it's over the boundary line on the other side of the ground. All right, so it's going to be a free kick for out of bounds, deliberately going St Kilda City's way. It looked a bit harsh from where I was. But all the same.
Okay, so it looks like O'Neill over there with the footy, is it, for the Saints? Right over there in the shadows in the pocket, kicks it high, up towards the goal square, up they fly. Umpire's seen a push out here.
It's going Cheltenham's way this time.
And it'll be a Cheltenham free kick, very last line of defence.
Which way will they bring the ball out of defence? Will they go to the outer side where they'd like to be? There's little hand pass goes to Andrew Butterfield. Oh, he's going to put a high hand pass up in the air. Robert Ormond has kicked the ball as he's bumped, goes towards the boundary line. The breeze takes it right over the boundary line on the full, and it'll be a free kick going to Ryan Pitcher.
Pitcher goes sideways. He's got Newman. Newman marks. Little pass in towards O'Neill. Just playing the short game at the moment. O'Neill runs around. Onto the left foot he goes. In towards centre half forward. Nobody at all home. And it's a mark to Polworth back there for Cheltenham.
He kicks the ball to that defensive side of the ground. They keep possession through Symes. Long left foot kick going towards Mark Shoulders. He's put one hand up. Should have put two. Knocked the ball forward. Now they try to keep possession. Cheltenham doing well. Trying to pick it up. It's a team effort. Hand pass comes out towards Jenkins. He couldn't control the footy. Taking it to Donald. Donald gets the ball off. And they go into attack again.
Looking down here for a big mark. Up they go. Warner couldn't take the grab. Reisiger did well. Kept the ball back in play. But then it does a leg break and goes over and out. Of its own volition, it'll be thrown in half forward flank.
Plenty of bodies being used here. In the forward line for Cheltenham. Ball's about to be thrown in. Jenkins to do the ruck work. He gets the ball down. The hand pass comes out. Running onto it was Martin. He got it across to Todd Warner into the forward line. It's punched from Bennett. And can they get the ball here? A quick shot at goal. That was by Rickaby.
Touched.
One behind only. Close, but no cigar.
So another behind of the Rosellas takes them to 4-9-33. St Kilda City 2-3-15 on the Sandown Club night scoreboard. Dylan Reisiger boots the ball long. From fullback for St Kilda City, good mark over there to Newman. Adrian Newman. He'll boot it long, deep into attack for the Saints. Cassette the target, couldn't take the mark.
No, and in the meantime pushes Andrew Butterfield right out. No, he's calling it a shepherd.
I think Cassette's getting the free, is he?
Yeah, he is for a shepherd. Umpire Donohue's indicating a shepherd. Got in his way, and it's going to be Danny Cassette to line up for a shot at goal. Going to be kicking from about 45 metres out from goal, a 45-degree angle on that outer side. It's difficult in those sort of circumstances. I guess you've got to look for what the intention of the players are. But Danny Cassette, his intention's to kick this goal for St Kilda City.
In he comes, looking for his second. Beautiful kick of the ball. Has it just gone away to the left? They're happy with it, the Saints. And it's through for a goal to St Kilda City.
Celebrate that great goal at your local RSL. The Springvale RSL sub-branch hopes you're enjoying today's game.
So St Kilda City moves to 3-3-21. Cheltenham 4-9-33. And we've been playing now 21 and a half minutes in this second quarter. Cheltenham have worked very, very hard to hold the Saints, but they'll need to hold them until half-time. Ball back in the centre.
21 and a half minutes gone of this second quarter as the ball's now bounced by umpire Donohue. It comes down. It was taken by Pitcher. He virtually dropped the footy, but it's been given a free kick for a high tackle. Quick kick in towards centre half forward where Mark Tazian's made space and taken the mark.
You just feel like the Saints are starting to step up a notch here. Tazian, right in the centre of the ground, will just boot it long. Look at that kick.
Look at that.
It's a long kick. I think it's gone through for a goal. A beauty.
That's travelled 70 metres. Straight through.
Well, that's a contender for the Supergas goal of the day. You can see he was winding up. And there they go. They've got 2 goals inside a minute, the Saints.
So it's 4-3-27 St Kilda City to 4-9-30.
33.
33 to 4-9-33 to 4-3-27.
So 2 quick goals to the Saints from Cassette and Tazian. And suddenly they're back in town.
One kick in it now, just before half time.
You just have that feeling that they're starting to get on top of the Rosellas now. Starting to wear them down. Ball back in the centre.
23 minutes gone of this second quarter. Umpire O'Donoghue thumps the ball into the turf.
They go, Dimashki won the tap out, but Cheltenham sharking it. The hand pass coming over here towards Polworth. A quick goal here would be handy for the Rosellas. Kick coming in towards half forward. Knocked away there. They've still got an opportunity. Tom Donnell had it and then lost it. He's in after it again. He's got Newman on his hammer. It's in fact Rickaby, is it?
Rickaby, baby. Rickaby. He was the one that was taking the ball towards the boundary line.
It was number 30.
36. They were both in there.
Ball's tossed back in Damashki and Jenkins. Damashki over the back. Opportunity here again for Donnell. Donnell now. Steams in towards goal. Left footer. Good kick. But it's offline and through for a point.
Oh, close. That was a good play by Cheltenham. They're keeping the pressure on. Last thing they need is for St Kilda City to get another quick goal just before half-time. Newman it is with the football. Straight down the centre of the ground he goes.
It's a good long kick too. Oh, gee, Zossens could have caused a bit of interference there. The umpire says it's okay. They work the footy towards the centre wing. Kick off the ground over there by Picture. Sees it over and out. And it's out on the full. Is it?
Yeah, it looked like that to me.
Yep,
yes.
It is. Cheltenham free kick, out of wing.
Jared Martin with the football. Quick kick goes towards Mark's shoulders. He's made room for himself on the half-forward flank on that outer side. Looks up the ground. Tries to see somebody by himself. Oh, up they go. It was Zossens, was it? No, it wasn't. But Rudden in the back. That's a free kick, certainly. No, holding the ball against St Kilda City. And Cheltenham want to move the ball quickly, but the umpire says, bring it back. You've got to go over the mark.
So, chance here now for the Rosellas. Ball kicked by Martin, high up in towards the teeth of goal. Up they fly, no mark taken. Opportunity here, the hand pass coming out to Tazian. Advantage paid.
And they go forward again, but there's the siren for half-time. And the scoreboard shows that it's Cheltenham in front, 4-10-34. They lead St Kilda City 4-3-27. And maybe they'll rue their bad kicking there to be those 10 behinds. But good work that time by Cheltenham to be able to hold.
34, of course. So 7 points the margin. Big quarter here. Can the Rosellas hold them back? Umpire Marcus O'Donoghue getting set to get the action underway in the second half, and we're away as the ball is thrown in the air. Domashki and Jenkins do the ruck work. It was Sefa McKinnon at least. Got the ball over towards Orm. Orm handball further afield, but it's stolen here by the Saints. It's in dispute again though. Goes through their legs like tunnel ball. That was Hassan knocking the ball on there for the Saints, and they'll now come into attack with a little kick looking down here for O'Neill, but the ball bounces ahead of him and over and out for a throw-in.
Yeah, Dean Dobrik just couldn't keep the ball low enough for O'Neill there as the ball's over that boundary line for the throw-in. Half-forward flank for the Saints.
Ball about to be tossed in. Right in front of the pavilion here. Good crowd here at the Peanut Farm today. O'Neill tapped the ball forward. Burnell can't quite take it. Tazian takes it for St Kilda City. Got the hand pass away. Kind of burst his way through. Long hand pass for the Bruno. Bruno now in towards goal for the Saints, but he's away to the right and through for a point.
What a great hand pass that was from Jay Bruno. It came out beautifully. He opened up the play for them, or opened it up for Jay Bruno. It was just fantastic.
So 1 goal the margin now. 4-4-28 St Kilda City. 4-10-34 Cheltenham.
Andrew Butterfield shields his eyes from the sun as he looks down the ground before bringing it into play. He's going to go to that outer side. Kicks it long. But the Saints back there, that was through Mark Mills. And Mills, he's taken the mark on that half forward flank. A little chip passing towards the centre forward position. Tazian has it. A quick pass again. Only a small one. Just made the full distance to O'Neill.
O'Neill now from the arc. Unloads. Kicks high up towards the pocket. Butterfield stretches out. Can't stop it from going through for a behind. So the Saints move to 4-5-29. Cheltenham 4-10-34. 5 points the margin, and they're just chipping it into the breeze, the Saints. Tazian, nobody wants to go near him.
No, they don't. As Andrew Butterfield has been asked now by the umpire to kick it, and he does so. Long to the half-back flank on the outer side. Up they go, no mark taken. Trying to get his way through traffic's Martin with a bounce, and then onto the left foot into the centre of the ground. He's looking for a high flyers there. Up they go. It was Lockhart that was up. He's got the footy, kicks it in towards the centre half-forward position.
It bounces over the heads of the players leading out there. Opportunity for the Saints to rebound out of defence here. The hand pass coming backwards here to McConkey. McConkey unloads over to Adrian Newman. Oh, he drops a sitter there on the centre wing. This allows Symes in, but he can't, Polworth at least, but he can't take it. Newman got it again. Now he's tackled, loses it. Whistle on play, and Benny correctly picking the free kick there. It's going Cheltenham's way.
It's going to be a 50-metre penalty, is it? Or is he going to reverse it? What's it going to be? The umpire just didn't take control there. He could have taken a free kick a lot earlier, because I reckon that Newman interfered about 3 times. And but in the end, it's Polworth to kick the ball into the pocket looking for Bennett. He's put the hands up. His hands were knocked. His arms were knocked. Hand pass comes out. And McConkey hand passing it towards the boundary line and Dylan Reisiger. But the boundary line came up first, and a throw in to take place once more.
Cheltenham in attack. It's on their half-forward line. Pavilion side of the ground here at the Peanut Farm. Kicking to the city end in this third quarter, the Rosellas. Ball tapped down there. Opportunity though for Newman to come out. He runs across the goal square, takes a bounce, heads towards the outer side, boots it long. Bruno's a target out there and takes a brilliant mark.
Isn't that classy? Just put one hand out. It was a beautiful kick by Newman, and Bruno it is on the half-back flank. Now kicks down the line. He's looking over there for Sheehan. David Sheehan couldn't control the ball as the ball's over the boundary line for another throw-in. Centre wing on the outer side.
Coming up to the 4-minute mark, third term. Rosellas by 5 points. It's a real arm wrestle here at the Peanut Farm. All pulled back into play. They jostle. Oh, that came over nicely to Newman. Bit of volleyball there to Bruno at least. Bruno in towards centre half forward, but that's a Cheltenham mark. Back there, last line of defence, and they'll come over to the pavilion side. Brunel takes the mark.
He plays on straight away and on the left foot, goes towards the centre wing, finds a teammate there, and it's going to be Todd Warner. Now he kicks it long into the forward area. Up they go, up before acceptance. Hand pass comes out. It was looking for Warner. Chris Warner hand passes across to Warm. His kick smothered beautifully by Sean Cotter. Plays on, takes the ball away and takes it back to centre wing.
Well done by Cotter. Campazano there, the bouncer eludes him. Hand pass coming over to Bruno. Look at him go. He in turn got it over towards Hassan, who unloaded quickly over there towards David Sheehan. Back to Bruno. Bruno now a little chip over there, and he's got Adrian Newman in support. He marks, gets on with it straight away. It's an undergrounder in towards O'Neill. Bounces past him. It's still in the pocket. O'Neill's got it now. Got the hand pass over to Newman. Danny Cassette at least, and he's bombed it through for a goal to the Saints.
No more chook raffles and chocolate drives. Raise money the easy way with Sandown Club Nights. Call 95 46 95 11 and find out how.
So St Kilda City grab the lead. 5-5-35, Chelt 4-10-34.
A lapse in concentration by a number of backline players for Cheltenham allowed St Kilda City in for this. Well, it was just one of those ones that you don't expect, against the tide a little bit there. As the ball's thrown into the air, up they go. It comes down, trying to burst his way through. Was that quite certain who that player was? Polworth, was it? Mark Polworth. And it's still in the centre of the ground. It's all locked up, and a throw-up will take place.
Umpire O'Donoghue throws the ball in the air. Big fist away, Sefer McKinnon, roved there by Zossens for St Kilda City. McKinnon got it again though, got the ball in towards the half-forward line for Cheltenham. Here's an opportunity for them. Came over here, the hand pass, quickly onto the boot there of Donald, down in towards the forward line it goes, but the Saints working hard back there. Reisiger has it and he'll walk it through for a rush behind.
You retreated across that line then and saw no way out but other than to relinquish 1 point to the opposition. So it's 5-5-35 St Kilda City, 4-11-35.
And Newman takes the mark from the kick out, virtually on the centre wing. Centres it nicely in towards Tazian, still on his own virtually. He got the hand pass away, and off the boot of Hassan in towards the forward line. Cassette the target, ran his opponent into the ball. Opportunity now for Warner to get a little kick, but it's only going to go into the waiting arms. No 10. Hassan takes it, got the hand pass back, coming over here towards Zossen. Zossen's onto the left foot, and the floodgates are opening here for the Saints.
Yeah, good play by St Kilda City. They just had the players that were wanting to get the ball. It seemed as though they were just parting the ways of the opposition there, opening it up, and in the end it was Ben Zossen's able to run into an easy open goal and kick it truly for St Kilda City. They're sixth.
What's appearing to me, Benny, to cause so much damage is Tazian unattended all the time. He's on his own. There's no one within 10 metres of him every time he gets the ball.
That's very true. It seemed as though they're better players. Classy skills of Hassan then showed out as the ball's thrown into the air.
They go, tapped away there by Jenkins, but it's roved again by Hassan. Coming into the game now, chips it over. No mark taken. Warner in there, doing battle over there with Dean Dobrik. Dobrik got a little kick, but only into the waiting arms of McGorran. McGorran delivers over towards Martin.
Jared Martin first on the scene, picks it up, a little kick in towards the forward line, but good work by Sean Cotter. He just had relentless eyes for the football, took the ball to the boundary line, and footsteps there maybe for Cheltenham.
So waiting for the ball to be thrown in the pocket here. Scoring opportunity here for the Rosellas. And boy, do they need a couple of quick goals with a breeze. Domashki thumped the ball back towards the line, and it'll be thrown in virtually the same position.
We need another one of those badly needed.
Ones
that we need every Saturday. This is a first, the umpire's just blown time off, or time on should I say, so that he can do up his shoelace.
Well, that's fair enough.
Exactly.
Can't have the tripping over.
Especially when he runs backwards and steps on his laces. Everything's in readiness now as we wait for the boundary umpire to bring it back into play.
In she comes. Oh, Domashki pushed his opponent out there. Snap back in towards the centre half forward position. Bruno runs onto it. Got the hand pass away, but it's stolen on this occasion by Cheltenham. They've banged it through for a goal off the boot of Chris Warner, and a badly needed one of the Rosellas.
We've got it. The badly needed one.
So they move to 5-11-41. St Kilda City 6-5-41. Scores dead level here in the third quarter, 9 minutes in.
You're listening to this action on 88.3 Southern FM. So waiting for the boundary umpire to bring the ball back to the centre of the ground. Scores are locked up. We've been playing 9.5 minutes of the third quarter. Is Sefa McKinnon to do the ruck work against Mimo Damaski. Up they go. Damaski got the knockout. Didn't go far, but he was the first to recover. Has the ball onto his boot. It reflects. Shoulders. Hand passes the ball off to Polworth. A long kick in towards the goal square. Hustle up there. Punch from behind. Comes down. In goes Jared Martin. His trip. Play on, says the umpire. As the ball goes towards the boundary line. Snapped around the shoulders of the foot. Through for a goal to Cheltenham.
Celebrate that great goal at your local RSL. The Springvale RSL sub-branch hopes you're enjoying today's game.
So the Rosellas coming back now. 6-11-47 Cheltenham, 6-5-41 St Kilda City.
And I think it was Mark Shoulders that kicked that goal, just by the way that I saw Chris Warner go up and congratulate him. So I think the goal, I couldn't see at the time, but I'm sure Mark Shoulders chalked that one up. As the ball's back in the centre of the ground, up it goes, comes down, in they go again. Hassan in there for St Kilda City. He's been tackled very heavily and doesn't like it, has a few words to say. The umpire gets the hold of the footy and he'll throw it up right from the same position again.
Up she goes. Oh, big fist away. Oh, little Jay Bruno won the knockout then, believe it or not. Chance here for Cotter to thread his way through traffic. Did so nicely, got it over to the dangerous Tazian. Tazian further afield to Hassan. Hassan in towards goal. And he's missed it to the left.
Ooh, a bit of a let off there again. The Saints going forward and not being held back by Cheltenham at all. Andrew Butterfield to bring the ball in. He does that now. Going to that outer side of the ground, looking for Campenzano. He takes the mark on the half-back flank outer side.
So Daniel Camposano goes in short. Oh, it's a misdirected kick. Lets the Saints in here. They'll rebound into attack. Cassette's got the sit here. Sits back and takes a pretty easy mark for him. Only about 25 metres out from goal.
Ryan Pitcher ran past, could have accepted the hand pass and would have run into the open goal. But Danny Cassette, good pair of hands, took the mark and goes back to line himself up for a shot at goal.
Poor disposal there from the Rosellas. Once again letting the Saints in. Cassette kicking into a tricky breeze, but shouldn't miss it from there. Comes in. He likes it. Another goal on the board to St Kilda City. And they move now to 7-6-48. 1 point in front of Cheltenham, 6-11-47.
Yeah, and they're just playing some pretty good footy at the present time, St Kilda City. Every time that Cheltenham look as though they get close to be able to take the game, it's the Saints that rebound very quickly and seem to do it effortlessly.
Just that little touch of class they've got as George Stamatakis comes onto the field for St Kilda City.
Back in the centre with umpire Donahue. Throws the ball into the air. Zane Jenkins and Mimo Damaski. Damaski gets the knockout. Then Bruno picks the ball up. He's dispossessed of it. A hand pass comes out. Cotter goes in. Shows them how to do it beautifully. Hand passes the ball off. And they go into the forward line again, the Saints.
Chance here for Butterfield to relieve, but his hand pass is willy-nilly. Hassan grabs it. Oh, beautiful hand pass over towards Josh O'Neill, but he can't gather it. He's bumped. Shirt-fronted, in fact. Oh, come on, umpire.
No, that one, I reckon he ran into it.
Now it's 50.
Yeah, well, that's a bit silly.
That's silly,
but the first one, it's not Tiggy Touchwood, is it?
That was a bump. That was a good old-fashioned bump.
Yep, and he didn't see it coming and was just in the way. So Josh O'Neill to put the Saints further ahead, but this is, now Brendan Bennett's going to come back on the mark, but doesn't make any difference. A goal to St Kilda City, their 8th. They go on to 8-6. That's 54, and they lead Cheltenham 6-11-47.
Well, it's a shame in such a hard-fought, close game where goals are so hard to come by that what I believe a poor umpiring decision like that can turn the tide.
Yeah, he was just it was, as you said, a good-fashioned shirt front.
Oh, let's not take the bumps out of the game, for God's sake.
Well, it wasn't head high either, I didn't think.
No. Anyway.
Back in the centre with umpire Donahue. Throws the ball in the air. Jenkins gets the tap out, but Hassan rides a bump beautifully and then kicks the ball to the half-forward line. But it bounces across the boundary line for a throw-in in front of the social club here at St Kilda City, down at the Peanut Farm.
And a very good crowd watching this game. Ringed right round the fence here at the Peanut Farm. We're waiting for the ball to be tossed back in. And she comes. Oh, knocked over the back by Mahassi. Did it well. Trying to take the footy there was Marty Gurry for Cheltenham. Couldn't do so. Wrapped up in a tackle and the ball will be thrown up. Half-forward flank for St Kilda City.
I reckon Johnny Arms will see plenty of people around there to be able to talk to. As the ball goes, Mahassi takes the tap out. But Brendan Bennett gets the boot to his ball quickly. Newman's under the footy. Gets a hand pass out. Gives it across to Ryan Pitcher, who gets his foot to the ball. Hassan's there. Takes the mark. He's hotly pursued by Butterfield, but he was in front. Quickly gets to his feet. A quick kick off, and he finds Mark Tazian again unaccompanied.
Yes, got the ball out there. Once again on his own, as you say, Ben, and he's got it just inside the arc. He'll shoot. May look for a lead, but I would suspect he'll have a ping at this one. Saints just starting to get the upper hand now, kicking into the breeze in this third quarter. Comes in. That's a pretty good looking kick. And a good goal to St Kilda City. And that takes them now to 9-6-60, playing Cheltenham 6-11-47.
And Mark Tazian, another long kick at goal, and he's kicked a couple of long ones. He's certainly put his boot into that one and made no mistake. So that's the 9th on the board to St Kilda City, 9-6-60 to 6-11-47.
16 minutes gone as the ball's bounced in the centre. Damashki getting a little tap out there. Zane Jenkins kicked it out, but it's only into the waiting arms of McConkey. McConkey goes sideways. He's got Dean Dobrik over there on his own.
Hand passes it and comes back to him. He gets a little kick. That's Jay Bruno. He's off quickly. Kicks the ball into the centre of the ground. Up they go. Cotter one-handed. Couldn't take the mark, but tries to recover. They're in under the footy again. Hassan hand passes the ball out. Knocked on further to Zozens. He's onto the left foot here, and he's going to kick it long. Looking for to Cassette. It hits him on the chest. How good's that? As they move the ball forward, the Saints, Cassette leads out, hits him on the chest, and he lines up for a goal 30 metres out, directly in front.
Starting to up the ante now, the Saints. They lead by 13. Could lead by 19 after this kick from Cassette.
Gee, some of the Rosellas have got their heads down at the present time. They need to lift all over the ground. But it's going to be Danny Cassette to come in for this shot at goal.
Cassette comes in. Certainly moving around on the mark there, but it makes no difference to Danny Cassette. He slots through goal number 4.
Well, that one sailed straight through the centre. If you want to get your career sailing, why not think about a Navy career? Royal Australian Navy. Expand your horizons.
So that takes St Kilda City on to 9-6. No, one more. 10-6, 66 to 6-11, 47. The Saints keep marching on. The Rosellas need to lift their game. As the ball's back in the centre with umpire Hamilton Smith.
Up they go. No one got a clear tap out.
Kick.
Jared Martin races through and takes the footy for Cheltenham. Kicks it high, over towards the centre wing. Symes running the same way as the footy. Did it well. That was Cam Symes in towards goal. That is so often the case. It's away to the left and through for a point. Cheltenham moving to 6-12, 48. St Kilda City 10-6, 66.
Dylan Reisiger to bring the ball into play for St Kilda City. He's going to that outer side, looking for Cotter. He's in front, can't take the mark. It comes to the ground. Hand pass from McConkey. It ends up back with Cotter. He's going to kick the ball into the centre of the ground, looking for Hussain. He plays on straight away. Gee, they don't want to touch him. He kicks the ball, looking there for Cassette, but it's cut off. Working back there, the defence. Butterfield it is, kicking the ball back to the half-back line.
It's going towards Damashki. Did it well. Marked it on his chest, running the same way as the ball. Mimar Damashki, centre wing. Pavilion side of the ground. Right in front of our broadcasting position. Boots it long and high. The wind holds it up. Oh, good mark to Mahassi. Andrew Mahassi just stuck up the arms. Took a good grab for the Saints. He'll spear it in towards Cassette. Leads out. The kick's not a good one, but he'll get another chance because they've kicked it over and out on the full, the Cheltenham defence. Free kick to St Kilda City.
Yeah, it was Mark Polworth who put the boot into the ball. It's into the forward line. Hussain's there. Runs into an open goal, and easy as they come. The 11th on the board to St Kilda City. The first one there for Salim Hussain. And that's 11-6, 72 St Kilda City, 6-12, 48 to Cheltenham.
Yeah, just grabbing the game by the throat now, the Saints, and we sensed this, but I thought it might have taken them until the last turn, and considering that Chelt had the win this quarter, Benny, but they've already seized the initiative now, and they're going to take some stopping from here.
Just under 20 minutes gone of the third quarter. Back in the centre with umpire Donahue, who throws it into the air. One of the he's paid a ruck interference. It's going to go to Zane Jenkins against Mimo Dameski.
So Jenkins now. From the centre circle, bombs it long, deep into the forward line. It clears the pack. McConkey tries to fist it away, couldn't do so. Opportunity here for the Rosellas, but nobody can pick it up. They bundle it towards the boundary line. It'll roll over and be thrown in 10 metres around from the Cheltenham behind post.
That's how to kick it with the breeze.
Oh, just
Zane
boot it
Jenkins,
long with
just
this
get
breeze.
it in there, yeah. Gives you a chance in the forward line.
An old teacher of mine used to say, no macking at hand.
Is that right?
Yeah, no macking at hand, Pittman.
Throws the ball back into play. Comes down. A shot towards the goals. That's by Chris Warner. Has he stuck it through? By the reaction down there, he has. Through for a goal to the Cheltenham team.
Cascade Home Loans is a proud sponsor of today's Match of the Day. Pure and simple, a Cascade Home Loan saves you money.
7-12, 54 Cheltenham, St Kilda City 11-6, 72.
How many's Chris Warner kicked?
He's kicked 3.
Badly needed one, that one. A very badly needed one.
Breeze springing up too, Benny.
Yeah, I thought at the start of this quarter it quietened down, but it is bringing up they go. Damaski takes the ball out of the ruck, hand passes it long, but Polworth's back there. He goes across the ground looking for Cam Syme. Played it straight away, he plays on. Goes long towards the centre half forward positions over the back, but good work there by the defence of the St Kilda City. Hand pass from, it goes to Reisiger from O'Neill, in towards the Zozans. Zozans at half forward flank. Oh, Butterfield caught one high as they ran past him. He certainly put the head back and made sure the umpire saw it.
Andrew, make sure that the umpire knows what's going on.
It's hard enough to get a kick. You might as well make sure you get it easily.
Exactly right. So Andrew Butterfield, virtually in the last line of defence, right in front of the pavilion here at the Peanut Farm. Boots it long in towards the centre wing. Up they go. Damashki went high. No mark taken. They work it towards the boundary line, but Cotter kept it in beautifully. Put it onto his right foot. In towards the forward line. It's a mark over here to Ryan Pitcher.
He plays on straight away onto the left boot. Into the goal square. Up they go. No one can take the mark. It comes down. Hand passed out. And shot at goal. Through for a goal to Stamakakis. And the St Kilda City players all running everywhere to congratulate him.
They're coming from everywhere to say, well done, George. George Stamakakis, who just came on in this third term. That was a Pelé-like effort, that one. just along the ground, made sure it went through. So the Saints move now to 12-6-78. Cheltenham 7-12-54. 4 goals the margin now. St Kilda City breaking the game open in this third quarter, which has been running nearly 23 minutes.
Waiting for the umpire to get the ball into the centre of the ground. He has it now. Sets himself. Throws it in the air. Up they go, a bit early. Jenkins comes down to Hussain. He's dispossessed of the footy. Trying his heart out, Symes. He hand passes it across to Jared Martin. He's to Shoulders. Mark Shoulders, another hand pass. Looking there for Symes of the Ant variety. A long kick at the goal. With the left foot, he stuck it through. That's the way to play football, Cheltenham.
That's a magnificent goal by Ant Symes, a long goal similar to one we saw him kick in the opening round of the season, taking the Rosellas to 12-60, 18 points in arrears of St Kilda City, 12-6-78. That's on the Navy scoreboard, 23 and a half minutes gone.
Yeah, good work that time, and when they look to attack the goals, they look a lot better than just fiddling around with the footy. They just combined a little better as well. Just that flash of play, they looked a lot better. Ball's back in the centre.
They're certainly not out of the game, the Rosellas, but by gee, they've got some work to do. Ball's tossed in the air. Zane Jenkins doing the ruck work with Damashki. No one got a clear tap. Jenkins looked like he could have hurt a knee. He's still on the ground and in a bit of pain. The ball coming out towards the centre wing here. Opportunity now for Jared Martin. Got the hand pass over. Oh, they try to flick it over there, but the Saints win the footy and will come out of defence. Whistle on play here. Now he calls advantage.
Play on now and kicking the ball to the half forward flank. Up they go. Comes to the ground. It's going to be Adams Simpson to get the ball across to Polworth. Polworth across to Ant Symes, and with the left foot straightens it up into the centre half forward. Up they go. Whistle on play. Heck.
Yeah, Zane Jenkins has landed badly on his knee here, and they've called for the stretcher.
Might be right, but the stretcher's not in the ground. The play's going on. The ball's at centre half forward, and that Jenkins is in the centre of the ground. The ball was nowhere near them. Why blow the whistle then?
Don't know, Benny.
I don't know either. It's, wait and see. As the players now will go to huddles as Jenkins is being shouldered off. And finally the stretcher comes out from the club rooms. But Jenkins will be lifted off.
He's hopping off at the moment.
The two people that have gone out to help him off, shouldering him off, he has to reach down. Their shoulders aren't high enough for him to be assisted.
That's a shame for Zane Jenkins. Let's hope that's not a serious injury.
See, now they've stopped the game to bring the stretcher onto the ground. The stretcher should be used.
Yeah.
That's the rules.
Well, the stretcher's going off with nobody on it. Zane's being helped off. He's hopping on one leg. And he's about to cross the boundary line right now. Both sides in the huddles out there. Why is this? Why aren't we playing?
Because the umpires haven't told them to get into their positions. You know, the stretcher's off the ground. Everything else is off the ground.
Now, what happens where the ball was? Are they going to bounce it where it was? Or?
Well, that's where it should happen, where the whistle was blown when the ball was in the air.
Yep.
It's just sometimes you've got to think the thing through a little bit more. Should have been a break in play. I understand it if the ball had gone out of bounds or there had been a scrimmage and there should have been a ball up to take place, then that's fair enough. But the ball was in progress. Anyway, 26 minutes now gone of this third quarter. The umpire's going to ball it up at centre half forward. He does that now. Up they go. It was knocked by Sepha McKinnon. Opportunity for Cheltenham. Hand pass comes across and Donald kicks the ball in towards the centre half forward position and Brendan Bennett takes the mark and then
50.
was correct, because Mimo Damaski used a bit of extra weight and push and force, and Bennett will take the free kick into the goal square.
Well, this to put them within 2 goals.
Bit of an anti-climax, isn't it? When the game stops, it's hard to get it going again.
It is. So Brendan Bennett from the goal line just pops it. Oh, did he have to kick it that hard? Kicks it into the...
He just about put
Tennis
that into
courts.
Luna Park, didn't he?
No, I think that's on the Big Dipper, but it's a goal to Cheltenham. So that's Brendan Bennett's first goal for the day. And I see he was having a run on the ball during that term too. So the Rosellas move to 9-12-66. St Kilda City 12-6-78. 2 goals the margin.
And they were able to get the ball back from the jungle out the back there.
They've retrieved it. It's back in the centre and about to be thrown in the air to recommence play.
Yeah, so umpire Hamilton Smith with the footy throws it into the air. Up they go. It's taken out by Damaski, put it onto his boot straight away, and free kick, heavily dealt with after he kicked the ball, wasn't it downfield? But it's going to be Mimo Damaski to take the free kick in the centre of the ground. I'm asking you a lot of questions, Daryl, with no answers.
But they're fair questions. Damaski now. Unloads, look at that for a roost. Right up in towards the forward line for St Kilda City. Fisted away. Mohassi plays rover. Couldn't bring the ball. Polworth got it. Got the hand pass away. And they come out of defence. Over here towards Donald it comes. And he marks half-back flank.
Gorhams was the kicker. Got it across there to Donald. Donald on the centre wing position. Gets around his opponent. Now kicks the ball long to the half-forward flank. Jostling for positions back there. And knocked towards the boundary line by Mimo Damaski.
Yeah, he's paying it.
And I'm in 100% agreement with that one. Then,
thanks for that, John Harms, our special round the groundsman today. Special boundary rider as the ball is held aloft for the start of the last quarter.
and up it goes, and up they go. The ruckman, it's down on the ground now. Hand pass comes out, and it's going to go forward through Dobrick in towards the forward line for St Kilda City. Oh, that looked a bit suspect, that Adam Simpson hand pass, but he gets it back and now kicks the ball to the centre wing, and he finds Jared Martin. They go forward again into the forward line. Shoulders is there.
Off the hands there, it's at half forward here for Cheltenham, kicking into the breeze in this final term. Opportunity, here's an opportunity coming off the boot of Bennett in towards the striding Polworth. It's tapped forward again. Warner's got it. Chris Warner in towards goal, and he's kicked a beauty for the Rosellas.
Well, that'll please the coach. They couldn't have had a better start, could they? Now, in 60, 90 seconds, they've kicked a great left foot slap, and scores are level. We got the close one here, Benny.
Yeah, we got the close one.
Are they level or a point the difference there?
I'll let you know.
Yeah, John's going to check that
scoreboard
for us. We'll just...
My apologies, a point the difference.
Okay, thanks, John. So Cheltenham move to 11, 13.79. St Kilda City 12.678. That's on the Sleepmaker scoreboard.
Well, that's a new one.
We welcome Sleepmaker on board for season 2007. Ball back in the centre.
It's umpire Hamilton Smith with the footy, throws it into the air with a twist and a twirl. It comes down. The Saints wanting to go forward. So do the Cheltenham team. Hand pass came from Jared Martin. They go into attack again, but back there's Mark Tazian, one of the better players for the Saints. Quickly across the ground to Josh O'Neill.
O'Neill now, he's had plenty of the footy today for St Kilda City. Kicks it long in towards the leading Cassette, who comes out and takes the mark. About 45 metres out from goal.
He's been good today, this fella, and he's got a beautiful kicking style.
Yeah, he was clean marked that time. He just plucked it out of the air. Good safe hands. He's a fair distance out. He's going to be kicking from outside the 50-metre arc. But every opportunity to score a goal for the city. It's on that outer side.
He's kicked 4. Coming in for his 5th. This to regain the lead for the Saints. Danny Cassette leans back on it. It's going slightly across the face. Oh, no mark taken there. Damashki nearly had the opportunity. They force it towards the line. Over and out, it'll be thrown in.
Desperate work there from Martin McGorran of Cheltenham. He was desperate to get onto the ball.
Cheltenham pushing numbers back. They've only got 2 in the forward line at the moment.
Ball's thrown back into play. Up they go. Zephyr McKinnon in the front position. Taken by Newman. Snapped with his left foot in towards a goal. It's close.
Touched.
Oh, touched right on the line.
Now scores 11.
We got the close one, as you said. Scores locked up. 79 apiece. 12-7 to 11-13.
Butterfield, long kick. Out towards the outer side of the ground. Tazian at the back. Symes at the front. Spills over towards Adam Simpson. Onto the left foot. Jared Martin. It eludes him. Onto the centre wing. Opportunity for the Saints to take the ball under control. They do throw through Mahasi. Mahasi to O'Neill. O'Neill in towards the forward line. Lurking down there was David Sheehan, and now they're away through Tazian.
He's shot the goal a long way out and he's landed on the man in the goal square. Play on, says the umpire, as it was a St Kilda City mark. That was Ben Zosens thought it was his.
It was his, but I think he played on. And the umpire then made the correct decision, called him on.
I thought it was a good call too.
Andrew Butterfield to bring the ball into play straight down the centre. Finds his teammate there. Cam Symes, is it? As he kicks the ball in towards the centre of the ground. Oh, they're outnumbered here. Bruno gets a hand pass across and finds Pitcher. Pitcher's hand passes to nobody in particular. Working the balls. Bruno has it. He's dispossessed. He dropped it hot, says the umpire. And Cheltenham take the ball away.
Symes the target. Little Ant Symes here. Did it beautifully, marked against Cotter just inside the boundary line. He can kick a ball too, this fella. Ant Symes, left footer. Brendan Bennett's the target. He's got McConkey against him. McConkey fists from the back, taken by Damashki, but it's cut off there by Jared Martin. He's got O'Neill against him. It's a little bit of soccer in there at the moment. Nobody able to get a clean possession. Ryan Webb's got it. Tackled, loses it. Ball, they yell. The umpire agrees. Plays the advantage, and then Bennett stops. He'll have to bring it back.
Ooh, lucky that they changed that rule, wasn't it?
Well, you can't fault the passion of the Rosellas. They're going in hard. Whether they're good enough, we'll see.
So it looks as though with the football is Glenn Burnell.
I think you'll find it's Tom Donald.
Tom Donald, sorry, it is too.
Isn't he?
It is Tom Donald. He laid the tackle. And he's going to line up for a shot at goal. He's going to be kicking from just outside the 50-metre arc. It's going to be a good kick. The breeze has dropped a little.
Donald comes in from the arc, puts the ball on its way. It's going to go through for a goal. And the Rosellas fight back.
That is a sensational kick into the breeze. He's drilled it low and hard. Great trajectory. And they're really fighting, these Rosellas. Really fighting.
12-13-85, Cheltenham, St Kilda City, 12-8-80. That's on the Sleepmaker scoreboard. We've been playing 5.5 minutes, final quarter.
I think they're going to need a couple more goals, because I think the Saints, with the breeze, will put us through. So they can't just bottle the game up now. They've got to keep attacking.
Yep, couldn't agree more there, John.
We don't want that shocking defensive footy anyway. As the ball's thrown high in the air, McKinnon got the tap out. Sharked away by Newman. Hand pass comes out towards Tazian. A long kick towards a goal. The goal umpire runs across and indicates with one finger only a minus score on the board. St Kilda City 12-9-81, but they trail 12-13-85.
Pressure on the Saints because they're expected to win. You can see it in the way they're going about it.
Butterfield now, the veteran, boots it high and long, out towards the outer flank. Symes there with O'Neill. No one could complete the mark. Kicked off the ground, in dispute. Still over there in the centre wing. They're going in hard. Plenty at stake here. Damashki picks it up, but can only walk over the line with a footy. It'll be thrown in, outer wing.
Tempo's up now. Nothing to lose, the Rosellas. Ball's about to be thrown back into play. In it comes. And it goes St Kilda City way. Hussain takes the ball. He eludes in a tackle. Hand passes the ball off. It wasn't a good one, though. And McCassie gets the ball in towards a forward pocket area. Players back everywhere. Knocking the ball forward. Oh, this is a bad one. Hand pass comes out to Bruno. He can't control the footy. A little kick off the ground. Relieves the pressure instantly.
Pitcher has a chance for St Kilda City. Picks it up. Does the boomerang kick. and he's dobbed a beauty from the pocket.
Well, I was a little bit hungry because he had the handball on all over the place, or he could have squared it, but he's gone the left foot check side from the pocket. Sensational snap.
Great piece of work from Ryan Pitcher, bringing up St Kilda City's 13th goal. They move to 13-9-87. Cheltenham 12-13-85. A 2-point ball game, 7.5 minutes into the final term.
They've hit the front.
Well, the Cheltenham guys can't drop their heads here. They've just got to fight back, put the next one on the board. They're still in this.
Ball's back in the centre, waiting on the boundary umpire to hit the point of the square. Umpire Donahue comes in and throws it into the air. Up they go. They leap high. Zephyr McKinnon was up high. Tazian gets a hand pass. Damaski tries to burst his way clear. Does so. Puts the boot onto the ball. Back there's Butterfield. He can't hold the footy. Hand pass comes out. A shot at goal by Ryan Pitcher. He's put it through. Another one on the board for the Saints.
Great work from Ben Zosens there to give the handball off, then make the shepherd, cleared the path, and simple goals. Saints pouring it on.
2 goals in less than a minute to Ryan Pitcher. He's only 2 goals for the day, but what timely ones.
14 goals, 9-93. St Kilda City 12-13-85. The Rosellas. Cheltenham, can they get back into the game?
Is this the bursting of the dam, John?
Well, they're just going to have to man up, play tight, play like they did in the first 5 minutes of this quarter, and don't lose your mental strength. Got to keep your head together and keep at it.
I think there's a coaching job in the Southern Football League here, Vinny.
Yeah. Ball's thrown into the air. Up they go again. It was sharked away by Hassan. A hand pass off. And Newman comes away with a footy onto the right boot, this time into centre half forward. Oh, Mark dropped there. In they go. Butterfield's underneath the pack again, trying to get the possession of the ball. Oh, it's thrown out to Bruno. Bruno snap at goal. 3 goals in 3 minutes.
Well, it'll be tough from here, but that looked to be thrown out from under the pack. It looked like the umpire was just about to ball it up. Now it came to Jay Bruno, who's been good all day. He and Hassan have been great around the packs, and he snapped. Oh, well, he kicked truly with the left.
St Kilda City 15-9-99. Cheltenham 12-13-85. Suddenly, they're 14-point leaders, the Saints.
Yeah, and done it well.
It's 3 and 2 minutes, I'd say. So hopefully the floodgates haven't opened. Cheltenham are missing their big fella in the middle who went off with the ankle injury, and so they're getting on top in the middle at the moment.
9.5 minutes gone in the final quarter. You're listening to this action on 88.3 Southern FM.
Up she goes. And it's thumped away. Here's the opportunity for the Rosellas. A hand pass going sideways. Jared Martin scoops it up quickly. Onto the left foot. Kicks high. More in hope than anything. Up they go. No mark taken. Ball in dispute. It's in the forward line for Cheltenham. But they can't pick it up. St Kilda City defence working overtime over there. They bottle it up. The umpire letting it go. It's a rugby scrum. Finally it flicks out.
And it's Damaski with a long torpedo. A ball burster in towards the centre half forward position. It's knocked away. David Sheen's going to be leading in the race for the ball. Picks it up, he's shepherded, turns around onto the right boot, spears in a pass to McCuskey.
Very good vision. Didn't panic, looked long first, then looked low and took the short option to
Andrew McCasey. So he's going to line the ball up. He's going to kick from outside the 50.
Mahasi comes in.
Woo-hoo, look at the kick.
Puts the ball on its way, but it's just away to the left and through for a point. And there's the 100 up for the Saints. They've cracked the ton. 15-10-100. Cheltenham 12-13-85. That's on the Sleepmaker scoreboard. 10 minutes gone.
John, I bet they're not listening to the AFL as Butterfield brings a ball out from full back.
It's a good high kick again. Oh, someone went, it looked like Hassan went up way before acceptances. Caused an infringement. Cheltenham free kick. Right over there on the outer side of the ground. Camposano boots the ball long for the Rosellas. Pushed back into the ball nearly was Nick Porter. Couldn't take the mark. Rosella's running everywhere here. Here's a chance. The hand pass coming over. Martin as it took it. Lost it. Will win a free kick for a trip. Jared Martin has the chance for the Rosellas.
Yeah, good hand pass by Brett Shoulders. Opened up the game a little bit there for Jared Martin. And he had eyes for the footy and was tripped going for the ball. So he's going to line up for a shot at goal. Can they get one back?
They desperately need this. The umpiring's been pretty good today. They've protected the guy making the play.
Which is good to see. Martin comes in. His kick's going to land in the goal square. High flyers wanted. No mark taken. Donald had a snap, but it got smothered. It's still in the forward line for Cheltenham. St Kilda City defence making it hard for them. Gee, it's scrambling in there at the moment. They work it towards the boundary line. Umpire letting it go. It's a rugby scrum. Still letting it go. They all just pile in on top. British Bulldog finally blows the whistle and will ball it up.
The umpire just taking a stick off the ground. Big Peter Gumtree. As umpire Donahue gets hold of the footy. 12.5 minutes gone to the final quarter. Can the Rosellas get back into it? Ball's thrown high into the air. Up they go. Damaski gets a knockout. It goes down, and he was looking there for Donald. He couldn't get off with the footy. Campenzano takes it across the boundary line. Throw in to take place once more.
Still on the forward line for Cheltenham in front of the St Kilda City Pavilion. Kicking into the breeze in this quarter. They've showed plenty of fighting spirit. Domashki thumped it away, straight back over the line and out.
They need to clear it out, Cheltenham here. They've got too many around the ball, so they've got too many opponents, and they just can't get anything happening.
You're right, there's a lot of players around the footy here as the ball's thrown back into play. Up it goes, comes to the front of the pack once more. Damaski's in there doing a ton of work using his bulk, but couldn't get away with the footy, and it'll be another throw up to take place.
13 minutes gone, final quarter. Saints by 15 points. There's a tap down taken by Ant Symes. Screws it back in towards the goal square, but McConkey marks in defence for the Saints.
Played a great game in defence today. McConkey as he kicks the ball in. It's a short one, or could come unstuck here as Jared Martin had the ball but was dispossessed of it. A hand pass comes out. Chakota gets the ball off across to Sheehan, and David Sheehan goes to the centre wing.
Where Hassan can't quite take the mark. Mark Shoulders grabs it for Cheltenham. Got the hand pass to McGorran. McGorran onto the right foot in towards half forward, but the umpire's paying the mark back there to Sean Cotter. The St Kilda City skipper.
Plenty of courage then. Is he going to go across the ground? He won't slow it down, surely. Now he's going to kick the ball in towards the centre of the ground. Newman's a target, and he takes the mark. And the tumble turn as he hits the ground.
Adrian Newman back with the Saints this year after a stint with Port Colts. A premiership player for St Kilda City. Sizing up his options, he's got a teammate all on his own in the middle of the ground there in Sheehan, and David Sheehan marks.
He's looking for another short pass. Mark Tazian, unmarked, takes it. They haven't travelled very far, 20 metres? Now he's called to play on as he walks around his mark, and then a hand pass goes further than the last kick went. Hand pass comes back towards Sean Cutter. Surely he'll put the boot into the ball. He does it and kicks it long into the forward line.
Long kick, fisted away back there by the defensive Brett Kai for Cheltenham. They work it over towards the flank. Here's an opportunity now for them to mount something. Brendan Bennett right down there in the centre wing. Got it over towards Gurry. Gurry further, and here's an attacking chance. The target here's Ant Symes, and he marks in the middle.
Plays on straight away onto the left foot. It's a long one, looking for one of the forwards. Up they go. Chris Warner couldn't take the mark. It's over the back of the pack. They don't want the ball down there. Ryan Webb didn't go hard at the footy, and in the end it was locked up. The Cheltenham forwards could get their hands on the footy, and it'll see a ball up to take place.
They need a goal, Cheltenham. Rosellas trail by 15 points, and we're 15.5 minutes in. They go. Jared Martin takes it, but he's wrapped up in a tackle. Can't get rid of it. The umpire says, give it to me. He'll ball it up yet again.
He looks tired, Martin. He's tried his heart out all day.
Plenty of players still around the ball. This ball up. Up the ball goes. Damaski thumps it forward. O'Neill, he's been good. He takes it away and kicks down the line towards a centre wing position there. Can't get it. The defence of the Rosellas. A hand pass comes from Todd Warner. Backwards, and then they go forward in towards the centre of the ground.
It's a high kick, and it's marked there by Tazian. Play on, says the umpire. No, he's pulled it back. It's going to be a Cheltenham free kick going to Brendan Bennett.
Off the ball free kick it was. And the ball comes back. We could have even... No, I suppose it can't be a 50 from that. Brendan Bennett, he'll want to move it quickly down there, try and spot out a player. There's a crowd up there in the forward line for Cheltenham.
Brendan, 3 extras back the Saints.
Brendan Bennett now. Just kicks it long, looking for a big mark from Warner or somebody. Nobody can take it. Spills out here, and they're away again. The Saints in towards the half-back line. Chance here for Bennett. Bennett got the hand pass, but it's intercepted by Dobrick. Did it well, and they're away now as Sheehan takes it.
He's going to kick it long, looking for Danny Cazzetti. Pushes forward, and then backs on it. Backs himself in, but the ball's over the boundary line, right beside the behind post, and the boundary umpire's got 100 metres to run.
That ball certainly carried a long way with the breeze that time.
It moves quickly when they kick it long.
You've got to take risks now, Cheltenham. They're going to have to run it. Just run forward to the ball.
Saints making a change. Webb off, and going on's Mark Mills. Ball's to be thrown back into play.
Well, Haxie grabbed it out of the air for St Kilda City, but lost it. Once again, the Rosellas out of attack. Long kick by Campazano into the open spaces of the centre wing. Bouncing. It'll beat Adrian Newman over and out.
Yeah, Brendan Bennett didn't look at the ball at all there. He was just going to bump his opposition player. A little bit silly, because what you've got to do is get hold of the footy in this position. They're still behind by 15 points. 100 plays 85.
In she comes. Campazano can't take control of the footy. Tackling's hard in there at the moment. Here's an opportunity. The hand pass coming out over here towards Hassan. Quick hands over again to Newman. Newman causing plenty of damage in this last quarter now as he boots it deep in towards the forward line, off hands and through for a point.
Good shepherd back by Ryan Pitcher. Let the kick go down there long.
I heard the collarbone snap from here. No, it wasn't. It sounded like it.
Butterfield to bring the ball back into play. Oh, this is dangerous. It's been taken away, kicked at goal, and it's been put straight through the centre.
That's it. That is it. They'll struggle to come back from here. The defensive kick in from the behind and just popped it up in the air. A little short 25-metre pass and intercepted too easily. Kept on running and has kicked it through.
Warren Cruz, the goal kicker on that occasion, taking St Kilda City to 16-11-107, and almost certain victory over Cheltenham, 12-13-85. We might give John Harms the task of naming our player of the day, Benny.
Yep.
I'll work on that one.
Have a think about that one.
Will.
Nice handball, isn't it?
Yeah, take the pressure off us. Ball's in the centre and thrown into the air. Damaski takes the knockout. It goes forward, but a lot of players there. Cheltenham are able to bring the ball out of defence by Cam Symes into the half-forward line, looking for his brother Ant Symes, and he's been paid the free kick.
So Ant Symes, not wasting any time at all, getting on with it now. He decides to run off and back that trusty left foot. Long kick in towards goal, but it's not quite long enough, and it's off hands for a behind. 12-14-86 Cheltenham, 16-11-107 St Kilda City. 20-minute mark coming up.
Dylan Reisinger bringing the ball back into play. Oh, it's a good long kick. Looking for Hussain. He was up high. Couldn't take the mark. Keeps his eyes on it. Recovers well. Comes out of the pack. How did he do that? With the right foot, goes to the half-forward line. They punch from behind Cheltenham, giving themselves a chance to recover. A little kick off the ground. It finds Todd Warner. He couldn't get it off precisely. Hand pass comes along and it's taken by Jared Martin.
Got it over here in turn to Brendan Bennett. Long kick in towards the forward line. No mark taken. Yes, it is. It's a good mark to Warner in the end. That's Chris Warner. And he's grabbed a good one inside the arc for the Rosellas.
Must kick this.
But seeing his prior shots at goal, he couldn't be too confident. Comes in now, puts the ball on its way. A long kick into the teeth of goal. Just doesn't quite make the distance. Quick kick off the ground, was it? No, says the goal umpire. Through for a minor score. So Cheltenham go on to 12-15-87. They trail by 20 points. 16-11-107.
Ball brought back into play here. Oh, it eludes McConkey. Warner takes it. Got the hand pass away, but only as far as O'Neill. He's been solid all day for the Saints. And he relieves from the half-back line as the wind picks up here. Down towards Bruno. Through his hands. It's over there in this centre wing now. They go towards the boundary line. Still in play. Eventually bundle it over. Deliberate, says the umpire. Cheltenham free kick.
So the Rosellas will go into attack. It's Robert Orme with the football. Gee, they've got a lot of left footers, and this is another one. Robert Orme's kick going in towards a half-forward flank. Bit of pushing and shoving there in the pack. Oh, wrapped up in the tackle was Mark. Shoulders taken to the ground. No prior opportunity. Still a ball up to take place. It's at centre half-forward.
Time running out now for Cheltenham. 21.5 minutes gone. Up she goes. Tapped over the back. Kicked in towards the forward line. Loping after it at the moment is Dylan Reisinger. Gathers it in. Gets the kick in. Clean bowled Polworth on that occasion. It was Ant Symes, in fact. Neil Scragg without the footy. Play on, says the umpire. Rough and ready over there at the moment. Reisinger trying to pick it up. Can't do so. They all pile in on top of him. Then they paddle it out. Opportunity for Adam Simpson. He centres it.
Mimo Damaski's there and takes the mark. You'll slow it down now, will he? Straight across the ground. He's looking there for O'Brien. It's over his head. He runs onto the footy, goes around and hand passes the ball off. They'll go into attack again through Dobrick. No, it's not. It's in Nick Porter. Porter kicks the ball long into the forward line. It'll take a fair bit to bring it back from there as it travelled 80 metres as it bounced and bounced and bounced and bounced through for a minor score. 16-12, 108 St Kilda City, 12-15, 87, and the wind springs up.
Starting to become gale proportions now as Butterfield boots it out towards the half-back line. There's an infringement here. Looks like a Cheltenham free kick. And Daniel Camposano to be the recipient.
Off the ball. And 50.
Yep. Well, the Rosellas haven't given up here. Play on now, Camposano. He's got to run around an opponent, but the umpire says, no, first of all, you've got to come back on the mark. Daniel Camposano. Now at the centre half-forward area, kicking the ball into the forward line, but dropping back is Craig O'Brien once more.
O'Brien for the Saints. He'll head over here towards O'Neill, but judging it better was Burnell, but dropped what he should have taken. Spilled over the back to Tazian. Tazian feeds off the hand pass to Pitcher. Pitcher now has time to give it back over to Tazian. He'll boot
clever.
long from centre half-forward, but he's a little bit quick in his action, and it's away to the left.
They swept the ball forward that time. They're moving it with precision. Good handball. Cheltenham's handball's disappeared in the last 10 minutes.
16-13, 109. Plays 12-15, 87. St Kilda City by 22 points. Coming up to the 24-minute mark. Last quarter. Time has run out for the Rosellas.
Andrew Butterfield just waiting for the ball to come back from behind the goal. Over the fence. He gets it back now.
A roller coaster in full operation at Luna Park.
As the ball's kicked back into play by Butterfield. Up they go, and mark taken there by Cheltenham. Play on straight away. Orms running for the ball, takes the mark and plays on with the left foot, stabs it in towards Jared Martin. He couldn't take the ball. He does now. A hand pass, it was from Polworth, in fact. He gets it across to Orm, who's come down the ground and kicked the ball high in the air. That could bring rain, but it's come to the ground and a quick kick in towards the forward line.
No one there. It bounces harmlessly and, in fact, straight into the hands of Adrian Newman. Newman delivers over to O'Neill, who's all on his own at half-back for St Kilda City. And he boots them into attack again, into the half-forward line. Zosens runs onto it for the Saints, takes it, tackled, got the hand pass over looking for Hassan. He can't take it with him. McGorrin's in there. McGorrin got it back over to Todd Warner. Todd Warner over here towards Rickaby, and the Rosellas switch play to the outer side.
Yeah, so they're going to through Orm now. Kick the ball long, looking for Martin. He's led right up the ground. He's on the defensive side of centre wing. Now kicking the ball to the half-forward flank. Oh, it's through their hands. Running onto the ball is Lockhart. He couldn't control it, however. But the Rosellas go forward, finding Shoulders. Mark Shoulders straight away into the forward line. Looking for Polworth. He's up. Can't take the mark. It's over the back. Bennett's there. Tries to keep it in play. Back towards Polworth. He hand passes the ball to Shoulders. Shoulders picks up the ball and has a snap at goal. But is it through? Let's wait on the goal umpire. It is. A great goal to Mark Shoulders. The 13th on the board to the Rosellas, 13-15, 93. They etch a little closer, 16-13, 109 St Kilda City.
Well, they've given it a red-hot go today, the Rosellas, no doubt about that.
The endeavours there. Couple of lapses in concentration.
In that first quarter, keep coming back to when they kicked 2 goals 5 and 2 out on the full. You know, if they'd been 5 goals 2, well, they'd be looking much better, wouldn't they?
Could well have been a very different story, John. Ball's thrown up in the centre again. Opportunity for Hassan to run onto it. Does so, uses his pace. Got the hand pass away. Taken there by Simpson as the final siren rings out. And the final score here at the Peanut Farm. St Kilda City 16-13, 109. Have defeated Cheltenham 13-15, 93. So a good game of football with victory going in the end of the Saints. But by gee, Cheltenham certainly were not